Good morning. Welcome to Living in Two Worlds. Just heading over to the house this morning, starting another phase. Today they're going to start rendering the outside of the house, so which should give it a real nice look from the outside that now matches the same as the inside. So come along and let's go see how it is. As I mentioned, we're rendering the outside of the house today. As you can see, we have a full crew and they're all busy. I'm a little late getting here as they already have a full coat of concrete on the whole outside of the front of the house. So now it's a matter of smoothing and shaving and stuff like that with it and getting it looking good. So let's set up the time lapse and watch them work for a while. It is about 2 in the afternoon on day one of screeding the outside of the house. And I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 workers. Which has got to make you feel good. When a builder comes to work and he brings that kind of staff, they come to work. So they start by putting the concrete over the whole exterior, a sort of a skim coat. Then they seem to top it up again with a second coat. And then they use a sort of large screeding sticks and sort of screed it back to level. And then, you can probably hear that sound. They've got a couple guys that look like large buffing machines, and they smooth it out with that, at the same time applying water so it doesn't dry too much, and filling any little gaps and holes. It's a lot of work to get it smooth. But as you saw in my last video on the inside, when they're done, it is smooth. Try to get a little closer look. And on the top, they're actually using a float with a sponge on it to really smooth it out. And give it that final finish. Day 3 on the rendering of the outside of the house, and we're on the third side of the house, which is not surprising. They seem to be having fun, all singing along to the music. Working fairly quickly, I think, this morning, because this side of the house is in the shade, but won't be this afternoon. And yesterday was a hard day for them in the sun all day. So here's what they got done yesterday. Here's the side they did yesterday. Looks wonderful. So now they're on this side, and then we have the north side to follow, which I'm assuming will be tomorrow, unless for some reason this one goes exceptionally well, but we'll have to play it by ear and see what happens. I don't think I'll set the time lapse up today. I don't really want to have the camera sitting in the hot sun, so we'll give you a look at it here in the morning, and we'll check with them again periodically throughout the day. About 1:30 in the afternoon. They're still just barely managing to stay in the shade. Coming along nicely. Doing the buffing on the top part of the wall and screeding the bottom part still, so probably will end up in the sun here shortly, but they're doing a good job. Liking how it looks. Hoping they can get it done before it gets too hot on this side of the house. I think we're at about 35 degrees today, so not easy for them. Today we are on our final day of rendering. Today is February 10th, and this is the final side on the house to render. I believe they have a few window frames to touch up as well, the inside all being done. They did the back side here yesterday. I think I showed you some on that. So on this side now they have the mortar on. They need to now sort of work on screeding it off and then smooth it all out, and we should be done with the rendering. Good morning. Today is Friday, February 11th, and the rendering on the exterior of our home is now complete. The rendering on the interior and exterior is complete. Let's take a walk around and give you a look at it. This was the side that was done first, the front here. As you can see, it's dried quite nicely. It looks good, very smooth. The corners are wonderful. Little bit of work to be done on the seating bench there in the front. As you can see, the framing is still on it. That was poured yesterday, so whether that comes off today or not, I'm not sure. You can see here, yes, they've poured the concrete for the bench here as well. This being the south side of the house, this was the second side they did, and you would have seen this on the time-lapse portion of this video. They have the grooves in where the posts are, and I see a chalk line along the bottom. I'm assuming that's where the trim will go on. We will find that out later, obviously. We come around here to the back. This was day 3 on the rendering back here. The patio, for the most part, was done, so they did mostly just the outside here. But as you can see, there's a little bit of darkness near the bottom here yet. This hasn't quite dried to the same extent that the other two sides have, but it looks great. We've got the grooves done for the posts as well. The back patio, the back entrance, which will come in through the parking into the Thai kitchen, and then the final side here being the north side of the house. And this was completed yesterday, so there again you can see it is a darker color than the rest of it, as it is still drying, which is fine. Don't want anything to dry too quickly. On this side here, there will be parking here attached to the house eventually, so that's why the lack of windows on this side of the house. So it's all done. It looks great. We feel good about it. So the big crews have gone. There's a small crew here today working on some brickwork in the Thai kitchen so they can get ready for the cabinets or get ready for building the kitchen. So that's the only thing really being worked on today. We expect that things are going to slow, certainly more now that the large concrete crews have left. We're expecting the electrician to come on Monday to start his work on running the wires inside. And then I'm being told the ceiling comes after that. So we're going to end this video here with the rendering of the home. So if you like this video, give us a like. Any questions you have, feel free to ask and we'll do our best to answer. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please subscribe. And with that, we'll leave it there and catch you on the next video.